It's happening, folks. We're doing it. We're getting married. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. If you have not already seen the exciting news, Matt and I are engaged. I am so happy. I just can't even believe that this is happening still. It just makes me like, oh, my heart is so full. And I thought that I would film a video and kind of share the story because I'm sure a lot of you are interested in like how it happened and if I was surprised and everything like that. I wanted to get him to join this video, but he is still a little camera shy. I'm working on that. And now that he is going to be my future husband, I hope that I can convince him to join us in some videos, but I'm still working on that. So you've just got me today, but I obviously was there for the story and I've talked to him about like picking out the ring and everything like that, so I can kind of explain some of that. And yeah, I think this is going to be just kind of like a casual video that will share everything that happened. And I think I'll start with our backstory a little bit in case you don't already know that. And then we'll talk about the day of the proposal and everything that happened afterwards. So let's get started. All right, so if you don't already know Matt and my story, basically we have been together for 10 years and 3 months, so a long time. We met back in college and we both went to the University of Vermont and we met there through mutual friends. I was in a sorority, he was in a fraternity. He became really good friends with my friends when I was studying abroad in Spain, and when I got back from studying abroad, he was just kind of like in our mix of friends and we became friends. I was dating somebody at the time already, so that was kind of like, it was very platonic in the beginning, but there was always a little bit of like flirtatious tension. Like we were both definitely attracted to each other and there was just a little bit of like flirtations happening. So as the kind of first semester of my senior year, so the fall of 2009. The fall of 2009 was kind of progressing. I kind of started falling in love with him, and I decided around Christmas time that I was going to end my other long-term relationship and just like be on my own for a little bit. Pretty instantly thereafter, we got together. It wasn't official for that second semester, but we were like exclusive, but we weren't boyfriend, girlfriend. But the day before my graduation, which was in May 23rd in 2010, we decided, which is such a funny thing to say, to like make it official. And we actually had already planned a 6-week trip to Costa Rica 3 weeks later. So we of course were already together, so like it wasn't a big thing, but that is our official anniversary date of dating. And 3 weeks later, we hopped on a plane from Denver and we went to Costa Rica. And we spent five or six, I can't remember, I think it was 6 weeks in Costa Rica. And we initially had planned on doing a volunteer trip. We did that for the very beginning, but it just was not what it promised at all. And it just was not a great experience at all. So it was one of those things where we were paying to be there and also like volunteering. And we just decided, since we don't have a ton of money, both of us are living on college budgets still, why do we want to spend our money on this trip that we are not having any fun doing? Let's just take off and travel. So that was like our really first experience traveling together, and it was the best. Like one of the things I think that really secured it for both of us and obviously instilled that love of traveling for each of us and spending time together. And we had no plan. We just kind of like bounced around the country. We were on buses. We went all over and it was the absolute best. So fast forward next year, we lived in Burlington. He was finishing college. I was starting my full-time job at a marketing firm, and we basically have been inseparable ever since. And it's been the absolute best. Like we are best friends. We get along so well. And I mean, I've known forever that he's my person. It's just taken him, I think, a little bit of time to get over and get ready for the marriage. Part of it, I didn't want to put pressure on him, and I really don't think that I have over the course of the 10 years. I didn't want to give him an ultimatum. I really wanted him to come to this decision on his own because I knew that when he did, he would be fully ready and would feel absolutely zero pressure. So it took 10 years, but we are here, and I am ecstatic. Like I am so, so, so happy. So let me share a little bit about the proposal and planning process. He said that he had kind of like had an idea of what I wanted. I wanted something really simple for the ring. I am a very like simple dresser, simple jewelry, everything like that. I didn't want something over the top. I didn't want pave diamonds, anything like that. So he settled on a very simple solitaire ring, which is absolutely perfect. I love it. And it is absolutely, it's so beautiful. And I'll show you a close-up picture on the screen over here. But he had it for about 3 weeks, I think. And he didn't really have a plan for when he was going to propose, but we did have a vacation planned with my family to our family house in Maine. And he knows that that is just one of like my happiest places on earth. I absolutely love it there. I've been going there, well, it's been in my family for 4 generations. So I've been going there my whole life in the summer times, and my whole family was going to be there. And I kind of like had a feeling that it might happen that week. He didn't really give me any indication, but there were a few like little signs that I was like, oh, maybe it's going to happen. That also happened to be the week that my birthday was. So my birthday was the first Saturday of the week that we were going to be spending there. And I had said to him like multiple times, like the month before, that the only thing I wanted for my birthday was a diamond ring, because I didn't really need anything, and that honestly was all that I wanted. So I had said that a few times, and he had kind of like chuckled and been like cute about it. And I just had this like kind of feeling that it was going to happen that day, but I wasn't sure. I didn't want to like put pressure on the situation, plus my whole family was there, etc. So birthday day happened, and it was the absolute best day. We started with a Trevi walk, which you guys know is like my favorite way to start every single day. We went to the beach, we walked along the ocean, so beautiful. And then we went for a run, Matt, me, my brother, and his girlfriend. I definitely wanted to like exercise in the morning, so we went for a run. We came home and we had a family breakfast. They did presents. My parents gave me presents, my brother. Matt did not give me anything. So I was like, this is a little strange. But I didn't really think anything of it, because sometimes he likes to just like give me things without the whole show of my family being there. So I didn't really think anything of it, and we just kind of like went on our day. We packed a picnic lunch. We got on our boat. We have like a little motorboat up there, and we boated out to this kind of cove that is a couple towns north of where we have our house. And it's this beautiful little cove / harbor. And we had our lunch there. We swam, and it was so fun. It was the perfect weather. And I just like, I was so happy. We kind of took our way back through this beautiful harbor in Maine. And if you've never been to Maine, Maine is absolutely beautiful, especially from the water. So we boated back, and we got home, and we had planned to have drinks at a local restaurant that my cousin actually works at. So I had already planned like that I wanted to go out for cocktails regardless. And so we had that plan set up. We were going to go there at 5:30. So I showered, I did my hair, which is like very fortuitous because I don't normally do my hair and makeup when I'm up there. Like we're by the ocean, my hair does not stay straight. I don't really ever go anywhere. But since we were going out, it was my birthday, I got like a little dressed up, like jeans and a t-shirt, or jeans and like a nice top. And I straightened my hair, blew dry my hair, did my makeup, and I was getting ready. And there, like the rest of the family was kind of getting ready, and Matt and I were kind of downstairs in the house. And we have cornhole. I don't know if you know what that game is, but it's a game that you like play outside. We have that on our porch, and we talked about doing our like a game of cornhole while everybody else was getting ready. So he went out on the porch, I was in the kitchen, and he kind of yelled to me, and he's like, Alyssa, like come help me set up so we can like do cornhole. And I was like, okay. So I went outside, and we were on the porch. We were alone, which was like so perfect and beautiful. And I was kind of like setting things up, and he turned to me and he said, don't think that I forgot your birthday. I did get you a birthday present. He got down on one knee and he said, will you marry me? And I'm going to start crying thinking about it. I just like was so happy. I was kind of in shock, like this, I kind of like went numb, and I was like, oh my God, of course. Oh my God, I love you so much. I'm so happy. Yes, yes, yes. And we had this like little moment, just the two of us, which was so perfect. And then my brother kind of like peeked his head around the corner and he's like, what are you guys doing? Because they kind of had a sense, but they didn't really know. And I just went and I like held up my hand and I was like, oh my God. I like was speechless. And he goes, oh my God. And then he ran inside and was like, everybody get down here right now. And my whole family came down, my parents, him and his girlfriend. They kind of peeked around the corner and they were like, what's going on? And I like went like this and they all screamed. They came running down the side of the porch to where we were. Tons of hugs, laughing, crying, congratulations, hugs all around. And it was such a perfect moment. It was just us to a T, because we all both really obviously value family so much, but we had this kind of like perfect moment that was just the two of us. It wasn't documented. It was just this like perfect, quiet moment in the place that I love the absolute most. And then 5 seconds later, my whole family was there to celebrate. So it was perfect. So after that, we decided that we needed to like tell the most important people. So we took a little walk down to this kind of rock beach area and we FaceTimed his mom. And it just so happened that his mom, his brother, and his sister were all together at the same time in the car together. So we were able to tell them all at once. They were so happy, instantly started crying. Everybody was so happy. And then we walked back to the house and we FaceTimed my grandmother on my mom's side. And she happened to be with her whole side of the family. So my aunt, my uncle, two of my uncles, and 3 of my cousins were all together. And we were able to tell them, it was so funny, but I don't need to go into that, but we were able to tell them all at once too. Everybody started screaming. Everybody has been waiting for this moment for a long time. So everybody was incredibly happy for us. And then after that, we had our drinks reservations. So they called ahead, they ordered champagne. We had a bottle of champagne waiting for us on the table. The 6 of us were there and my younger cousin was our waiter. So that was perfect. I was able to like celebrate with him. And then we had just like the best time at happy hours, got some food. My aunt and uncle who live in that same town in Maine stopped by. So I was able to hug them and see them. So it was just like the happiest family, just everything that I could have wanted. It was so special. Like I said, like just the 2 of us together, but then instantly being able to like celebrate with my whole family was just exactly what I would have wanted. I could not have asked for anything else. So that kind of was the day. We went home after drinks and had a fabulous dinner. Of course, we always eat well when we're up in Maine. My brother grilled some fish. We had salad and it was just perfect. We celebrated with a hazelnut cake that my mom made, which was delicious. And we all went to bed just so happy. And that was pretty much the day of how it happened. We were able to be in Maine that whole following week, so we just continued to kind of celebrate, and I just kept looking down and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is real. And I kind of still do that. So yeah, I guess the next step for us is to like start thinking about a wedding. Obviously 2020 is a little bit of a strange time because of the pandemic and all of the weddings that were happening this year getting canceled and then potentially shifting to next year. So 2021 is probably not going to happen. We're not really sure, but maybe. And maybe 2022. If not 2021, then 2022. And we definitely want to get married in Vermont. I mean, we're not closed to other options, but Vermont is where we met. We have a special connection to Vermont. I love Vermont. Vermont is absolutely beautiful, like one of the most beautiful places on the planet, I think, especially in the United States. And I'm leaning towards a kind of late summer, early fall wedding because then you can kind of get some of the foliage potentially, and it's a beautiful time of year up there. So we have a couple of venues that we've looked at online and we've reached out to, and I don't know, we're gonna just have to like start the process. And I thought that maybe it would be fun to do this as kind of like a series if you're interested in the planning process. If you are, let me know in the comments, and if there are specific things that you're interested in learning about. I think just like kind of vlogging the process might be helpful. And definitely when I pick out the dress, I have a very clear vision in my head of what I am envisioning the dress will look like, and also the whole like wedding in general. And I've kind of had that vision for a while, so we'll see if it actually happens and if it comes to fruition, I guess. And yeah, I'm just kind of like already thinking about little details, and I'm really, really, really excited. And I know that wedding planning can be really stressful too. I'm hopeful that we can do it easily, but I also know that there is definitely going to be some tension. But I just kind of, for the wedding itself, I'm really envisioning a relaxed atmosphere. That is what I want. I don't want something that feels overly produced, overly decorated. I just want it to feel like simple and easy, and not too much of the like hoopla around the actual wedding stuff. But we'll see. I'm sure I'll get sucked into it. I don't really know. I'm just kind of babbling at this point. But thank you guys for all of your congratulations. I know I shared this on Instagram before I shared it on YouTube, so I really appreciate all of your congratulations and well wishes. I know that a lot of you have also been wondering when this is going to happen. I always get questions about getting married, so it's happening, folks. We're doing it. We're getting married, and I am stoked. I am just so pumped. And I can't wait for this next chapter of our lives, even though I know nothing is really going to change because we've lived together for the last 8 years. But either way, I know this is going to be an incredible journey, and I'm just excited to officially spend the rest of my life with him. He is just the best person ever. He is so funny, and I wish that he was less camera shy so that you guys could get to know him a little bit, but he is just the best. He is caring, he's loving, he is funny, he's easy to be around. He and I just fit really, really well together, and we have very little tension. Even when we spend 24/7 together, which we have done for the last year, since August of 2019, we have pretty much been together nonstop except for like a few days here and there. And it's been awesome every step of the way. So I can't wait for this next journey for us and this next step, and I can't wait to bring you guys along. So thank you so much for watching, and again, thank you for all of the congratulations. I really, really appreciate it, and I just feel like you guys are family to me, and I'm excited to share this whole process with you. So if you guys have any questions, like I said, drop them down in the comments. If you want to subscribe, then you can subscribe by clicking the red button that is right below this video. Otherwise, I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.